A 16-year-old boy charged with 4 Cincinnati murders will be prosecuted as an adult. The killings happened 2 years ago when the boy was just 14.
You gotta, you man. Yeah.
We are learning some more details now about a 16-year-old who was killed over this past weekend. Police say Cornelius Foster Jr. was shot while filming a video with some friends.
I'm trying to catch your arm. Bitch, I play my role, you just don't know. Lil' Juju trying to play. He think I'm a stain, but then what happened? Juju got him bought.
What the fuck is going on?
I'm trying to get everything I can. What you need?
About what police officers were dealing with downtown tonight. This video sent to us by people who were watching police pushing those crowds back. You can see.
Welcome to another episode of Midwest Steppas. Go ahead and get situated, because we got a situation. And today, we gonna dive deep into a 14-year-old hitman, a female Grape Street Crip, race riots that had the whole city on fire, police killings, fathers crashing out, white men starting riots and getting misdemeanor charges, in a city where they say tunnels still run beneath the streets. Welcome to Cincinnati, Ohio, the queen of the West. And trust me, by the time this story over, you might look at this city a little different. Now, before we get into the bodies, understand this: Cincinnati ain't the typical Midwest city. Most people call Ohio the Midwest, but cities like Louisville, Covington, Cincinnati, that's something different, a hybrid. Midwest mixed with the South. And when you sitting right across the street from the Kentucky River, a former slave state, that energy just don't disappear. Because long before gangs, long before cliques, long before niggas yelling EBK, this city sat on one of the main routes of the Underground Railroad. Slaves crossed these waters looking for freedom. Some made it, some didn't. And if you know anything about America, you know blood got memory. And maybe, just maybe, that's why this city moved the way it moves today. Because in Cincinnati, EBK, everybody killer, seems to take a whole different meaning. See, in most places, that just means kill as many black people as you can. But in Cincinnati, they'll go at anybody. Police, white folks, the courts, hell, sometimes the whole damn city. And if you think I'm lying, by the end of this video, you might think different. But first, let me introduce you to some of the neighborhoods and cliques inside of Cincinnati, Ohio. Now, first you got DTW. That stands for down the way.
I'm accurate with this gen, so if he fall, then shoot at the ground. Up in the party, I'm smoking on 3-5. You play crazy, I'm switching the crowd.
Down the way consists of a few cliques: the Laurel Home Projects, Smokestack, Lynn Street, Stepper Gang, Family Shotter Gang, 5-Star Goonies, 102nd Street, Great Street Crips, and many more. Now, UTW, that's up the way, which is really over the Rhine.
Broke the lights out of Dodge, we gotta slide this bitch dark. When the bullets get the flying, you get that feeling in your heart. I don't really fuck with niggas, taking niggas off the chart.
Now, over the Rhine got that name from, I think, settlers from out of Germany. I think it was Germany. And UTW consists of 00, 1600, 1500 block. You got HTE, HTK. HTE stand for head, top, anything. You know what I'm saying? You got Snugs block.
Bitch, you 00. You 00. Give me all that, nigga. Give me that shit, nigga. Give me that orange flag, nigga, on 40, nigga. Nigga, fuck slugs, nigga.
E-Bros, Bell Gang, and plenty more. But see, you also got Avondale Hood.
Niggas claim they SOB, come step on me, bitch, I ain't dangerous. Back to back, our switches banging. How your streets sound like we gaming.
Baby Snakes, 40B, Exit 3, AMO, SOB, Ping Bros, Striker Gang, The Crows.
I got Cronum on that time. He not clapping, what up, Judge? Up the way and down the way, so close we spit both on one hit.
Pre-Top Pyrus, Exit 5. You got The Shoy, Winton Terrace.
Try to hit the spot, bitch, I'm hopping fences. Cartiers on my face, these bitches cost a ticket. Niggas lame, shoot a cameraman, man, these niggas bitches.
The T, 828, Evanston.
Hey, nah, she ain't worried about no nigga cause she got it bad. Pretty face look like her mama, yeah, she got it bad. She the type
Exit 5, KFK, EHR, Roadrunners, 50B, STL. You got Bond Hill.
The V with the Swiss 23 coat, keep on yelling go. I know a nigga who let his brother get spanked, all he did was made a post.
Price Hill.
The ST3 with them big key boys, phone nigga pops up with the shooter like Rural St. Lawrence with back on the top with a switch, trying to catch me a dyke, I'ma spank me a bit.
College Hill, Walnut Hills. Exit 5, 50B, Trap-A-Lot, New Bros, The Blick.
They wanna slide on me so bad, but I don't post up in no hood. This is Gen 4, issue so good, bar drop shit, yeah, in your hood.
You got Lower Price Hills, The State Babies, 3300, Bundy Bros, 33BB, 30 Gang, Gus Bros, ST3, 30B, BP Boys, Moolah Gang, Scrapers, Up Top. As you can see, there's no shortage on clicks. But today, we gonna kick it off with Evanston, Exit 5. Versus DTW, specifically a clique Baby Slimes and the Great Street Crips.
Not the weed, but I remember serving peas for 24 long live cold. Gotta get it by any means. I'ma stack it, then flip it, can't go back to being a broke.
Now the Great Street Crips was rumored to be brought to Cincinnati by a guy named Money Ave Sav, and a guy named Don Sammy took it to DTW. Mondo took it out east. They were all together at one time, but now they beef with each other. And we gonna get on that too. So subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss none of this Midwest history. It's rumored that DTW is historically known for laying the most belt in Cincinnati, and the beef with Evanston will cause a lot of bodies, starting generations before the ones that we're getting into now, which is Lil Corn from Evanston, Exit 5, and Loose Bags from DTW, Grape Street Crips. Now the incident with these two youngsters, even though their hoods have been historically known to beef with each other, started on wax with diss tracks back and forth, dissing each other dead once. You know, the typical stuff that these drill rappers do. They say sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never hurt me, which is not true for these youngsters. As soon as these diss tracks come out and some words come out that hurt their feelings, is no return after that. And sadly, that's the case in this situation.
To Amman Avenue, Friday night around 11:30. Police say the 16-year-old was out with friends recording a video when someone came up and shot him and two others.
Cause on September the 2nd, 2021, a 16-year-old aspiring rapper Cornelius Lil Corn Foster Jr. was shot. He was taken to the hospital where he died September the 3rd, 2021. Reports will indicate that he was shot while filming a music video with his friends. Court testimony reveals that it stemmed from a neighborhood feud and a diss song that he had recorded. A girl named Jayoni Travis, aka Loose Bag, pleaded guilty to the charges in connection with his death in March 2024. Rumor has it that Loose Bags was just the driver in that situation, and she is with a group of people who have not been caught. She's the only one who got caught, currently serving a sentence of 6 to 7.5 in prison for involuntary manslaughter and 2 counts of felonious assault for the other 2 people who were shot in the same incident. I was surprised that she got that much time and didn't snitch. I'm surprised she didn't snitch, period, cause most dudes are out here snitching. And here you is, a female with more morals than a lot of these dudes, even though it's no moral in what took place. And RIP Lil Corn. I hate to see it, man. 2 young lives lost over territory, land. And speaking of land, let me ask you something. Why the hell every neighborhood in Cincinnati got Mount or Hill attached to it? Mount Adams, Walnut Hills, Mount Auburn, Price Hill, College Hill, Fairmont, even the Filth and Mile. Coincidence or memory? See, long before these was gang territories, these belonged to the mound builders. the Hopewell, the Shawnee that existed in Ohio, Cincinnati as far back as 90 AD. Follow me. Ancient people who left earthworks all over Ohio. And if that sound random, pay attention. Because these hills these young niggas killing over today might have been sacred grounds thousands of years ago. But sacred grounds don't stop bullets. And one young nigga proved that. 14-year-old Marquine Thomas.
A 16-year-old boy charged with 4 Cincinnati murders will be prosecuted as an adult. The killings happened 2 years ago when the boy was just 14. A juvenile judge today set his bond at $2.7 million cash.
Now, Marquine Thomas was one of the head hitters for the DTW down the way, along with people like Cal P. We'll get on him later. But Marquine, straight monster. I can imagine what he would have grown to be if he was allowed to roam around free. Marquine Thomas would go on a memorable killing spree at the age of 14. 4 murders in the span of 4 months. A young hitman for hire. It would all start with Marquine Devon Limpcomb or something like that. And Robert went to the 2000 block of Bickle Ave in Fairmount to rob someone. When they approached the car, the victim peeked game and shot Devon Limpcomb. He was transported to the hospital where he died. Marquine and Rob will be charged with the murder because if somebody dies in a robbery, the other assailants get charged with the murder. But prior to that, February 1st, 2021, Marquine used Facebook to lure some men to the South Fairmount on the 2400 block of Saturn Ave. A man named Terrence North and his friend. When they pulled up, Marquine and the members would open fire on the vehicle, killing Terrence at 19 and hitting his homeboy in the face. What makes it even more crazy, Marquine kept a pic of Terrence's funeral service on his phone. So stupid and crazy. And to make it even worse, 2 weeks later, Marquine will be hired for his first hit. A young hitman at 14 years old. A guy named Carl Godfrey hired Marquine to kill a guy that he owed money. So basically, dude got the bag and instead of paying him back, he rather get him off. Marquine will be riding around with 18-year-old Jason Gray, 30-year-old Mario Gordon, and an old 49-year-old white man named Connor looking for the target. On the 2700 block of Montana Ave, broad daylight, they spotted the target in an SUV. They let off 21 rounds on the car, which had multiple people in it. Hitting 3. The target lived, but Dontre Otis, 27, didn't. The 2 others survived critical condition. But follow me. 2 days later, Marquine and Carl Godfrey will commit another deletion together. Follow me. February 17th, 2021, Carl Carr was shot up. Carl took Marquine with him to get revenge. They went to 2100 Melville Court. I guess that's where the ops was, and started shooting. Donnell would go to see what was going on. I don't know what made him do that, but that would be one of the decisions that would cause him to be tragically taken out because he was hit with a stray bullet. Marquine and his associates will be caught. Robert got 10 for Devon. Mario got 13. Jason Gray, 37 to 41. And the driver, Connor, got 8. Carl Godfrey got life. Marquine got 31 to 26 years. On top of that, he laughed at the victims at the courtroom. To make matters even more crazy, Marquine is on video snitching on other people for other violent acts. Watch the demon.
Oh, if it was you or this other person, right, you're gonna have to tell us that, okay? That's just
move. That's move. That's so, how I met move. That's
okay.
Move. Yeah, that's
okay.
How I met move.
Right.
You're saying
see, you can't win with the streets, especially with the new hybrid niggas. I call them shoot and snitch. They kill multiple people and tell at the same time, in the same breath. How can you beat that? The streets are dangerous, gentlemen. Nothing here to see. Now, if you listening to all this thinking, damn, Cincinnati got some violent young niggas. Understand this ain't new. This city been ready to crash out. Back in 2001, after years of police shooting, Cincinnati had enough.
It was the closest thing that I've experienced to war.
And then this is where a beanbag to the right here. And they shot me with this.
Black neighbors erupted. Police cars burned, businesses got tore up. The whole country was watching. And I ain't really with riots, cause to me, that's like a kid tearing up his own room during a temper tantrum. Now me personally, I'd rather go fuck up their room and make them clean up the mess. But in actuality, there were 15 police shootings for black people in a 4-year span. And funny enough, that number started to dwindle after these riots. So whether people agree with it or not, Cincinnati made itself heard. And ever since then, police and the black community in Cincinnati been looking at each other like enemies. And if you think the tension died in 2001, let me introduce you to Ryan Hinton, aka WAP from Price Hill. Now, if you don't know, nowadays these youngsters have an infatuation with stealing cars. They call them strikers. They steal cars, ride around with guns, and go on drills. That's where you get the Kia boys, the striker gangs, and all of the above. Now, Ryan Hinton and 3 other individuals, 18-year-old Terrell Austin, 19-year-old DeAnthony Bullock, and 18-year-old Sincere Gibson, were being tracked by undercover agents under the pretense that they had stolen a car. Now, undercover plainclothes agents don't supposed to be able to approach you. In this situation, the undercover officers are supposed to follow the suspects and then call in for a marked car to come and approach the suspects, which the undercover officer did. But he also jumped the gun because the officer that actually shot Ryan Hinton was an undercover plainclothes agent. And if you actually watch the footage, you will see that the officer had on, I believe, blue jeans or something like that, not the police uniform that they usually wear when on marked duty. And also, the video footage did not actually show the pointing of the gun or the knifing that they said he did, which, would be very convenient for them, if you know what I'm saying. So the next day, Ryan Hinton's father, Rodney Hinton, would go to the police station to know what's going on. And the officers there would show Rodney the video footage of his child being killed. From what I heard, police was never supposed to do nothing like that. Plus, on top of the fact of, the police was the one that actually killed his son. And they gon' back each other. They probably was around there acting all nonchalant, laughing, eating donuts at the same time he watching his son being killed. And they have nothing to say about it and act like, oh, well, he shouldn't have been there. He shouldn't have had a car, which is true. He shouldn't have been in those activities, but kids get in trouble. That don't give you the right to go kill him and then be like, oh, he's knifing. They always try to use some type of word that people don't really know what it means to substantiate some shit that they did that they shouldn't have did. And just the whole atmosphere and how they're probably acting down there at the station probably sent them over the edge after the fact that he done watched his son being killed and he know nothing's gonna be done about it. They said that Rodney left distraught. And also I heard that they don't supposed to let the people leave like that because they make irrational decisions. So when Rodney left, Rodney was mad as hell at the police people. You know what I'm saying? They just killed his baby boy. And I believe Rodney seen that first police officer and just lost his mind and ran his car right into the police officer, killing him. This incident will cause a national uproar. People all over the net, people all over TikTok going live for hours, arguing about who's wrong, who's right. Most people sided with Rodney till they found out that the officer had nothing to do with it. I believe our people would have found it more honorable if he actually would have got the ones responsible for the murder in the first place. At least I would have. Ronnie is locked up right now, and I guess they're going for a guilty by insanity, especially temporary insanity, seeing as though he had just finished watching his child get killed after he did that. I don't know if he's going to win on that one, but, you know, he might have a chance. Or he might not, because the law enforcement is pissed with him. Matter of fact, I got a video right here of them antagonizing him and then eventually kicking his ass.
What? Do you want to walk? Walk. Walk. Or you're going to the ground. Walk or you're going to the ground. Walk or you're going to the ground. Walk. Now. I can't walk. I don't slip. Walk. Walk. Sit down. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Stop. Stop. Get on the ground.
Look at this, calling them niggers and everything. Like, once he got inside that room, they could have just closed the door, but they wanted to make him sit down. They want to break him. They want to give him all types of orders and make him do it like a dog. And since he didn't do it, they antagonized him and kicked his ass and calling him all out his name. And that's what they wanted to do anyways. And then it looked bad to the judge when now he has a assault on officer charges inside the county or wherever he's lodged at. You get what I'm saying? They play a dirty game, y'all. Watch the demons. Wow. I know you asking for an ass whooping when you're being too disorderly, but it seemed like that was provoked. You know what I'm saying? And the use of that word by law enforcement should be immediate ground for termination. This story is remarkably similar to what started the 2001 riots. And while we speaking on riots, we might as well get the 2025 riot out the way. It was another national brawl. But watch how this one play out, because it'll be rumors that a white man was walking around calling people niggers, kicking cars, and challenging black people to a fight. He would soon get what he asked for. You can see the video of a white man squaring up with a black man when another man came to break it up. The crowd was getting fed up with the white man's actions. When the white man reached out and slapped the black man, all hell broke loose. They got a whooping they'll never forget. This made national news. White people went into a frenzy. All you heard was black fatigue, usual suspect, and all the usual dialogue white people use to imply black people don't know how to act. White people were talking like they were ready for a civil war, with the KKK even coming to rally in Cincinnati.
Waving swastika flags, some armed with rifles. Eric Ruffin took this video of a group of apparent Nazis in Lincoln Heights, where he says they called him the N-word.
Apparent Nazis demonstrated in a greater Cincinnati neighborhood. The people living there immediately sent the message, they're not welcome. WCPO 9 News reporter Sean Delancey shows us how they drove hate out of Lincoln Heights.
But that was harder, quick as fuck. But the police said it was legal. But that type of protest was later banned. 6 black men, really 7, were arrested and charged with inciting a riot. August 8th, 2025, Montanez Mayweather, 34, charged with aggravated rioting and felonious assault. Jermaine Matthew, 39, charged with aggravated riot, felonious assault. DeKyra Vernon, 24, charged with the same. Dominique Kittles, 37, charged with the same. Patrick Roseman, charged with the same. And Aisha Devon, charged with the same, aggravated assault. And suspect Gregory White, 32, booked on charges of aggravated rioting and aggravated robbery for allegedly stealing a chain from a victim. And get this, the white man involved in the incident, identified as Alex Tchaikovsky, some crazy shit, you know, he was Russian from the get-go, was charged with 4th degree misdemeanor disorderly conduct. However, his charges were dropped March 2026, while Travinsky was initially seen as the victim in a viral showing of him being beaten and stumped. Further investigation led police to charge him for slapping one of the suspects, an act the prosecutors believe escalated the verbal confrontation into a brawl status. So if they believe that escalated the brawl, but he was not charged for the riot, like, make it make sense, man. And to top it all off, these were not even white people. These were Russian immigrants. But just because of the color of their skin, the KKK came to rally, and it just let it be known that white people can go around kicking cars, calling you what you want, what they want, slapping on you, and then when it comes time for judgment, you will be judged for what they done to you. What I find most compelling is that a black politician came out and spoke the truth about the situation, saying that they deserve the ass kicking that they got.
A viral Facebook comment. It reads, quote, "They begged for that beatdown. I am grateful for the whole story."
Mike, from the jump, we tried to work to verify this comment. Not only did Parks say that she is the one responsible, but she doubled down and backed it.
And she was chastised by her fellow politicians, most importantly, the black ones.
Councilmember Mika Owen shared, quote, "Councilmember Parks has been a civil servant in Cincinnati for decades, and her service is deeply appreciated. However, making comments that inflame a violent incident is never acceptable."
All skin folk ain't kinfolk, man. And if you think about it, that's the reason why we're in the position that we are in now. Because, like I say, those Hopewell people and those shiny people that was here 900 AD is our people. We are not from Africa. How every landmass started with black people except America. Those were our people. We made to believe that we from Africa. The way that they got us is that we was tribes. Tribes is the same thing as gangs today. We've been doing this. And what they did is this tribe was beefing with that tribe. So they came to assist one tribe and went to war, took out the other tribe. And then while the tribe that they was helping is down because they just fought a war, then they attacked them and took both lands. You get what I'm saying? It's always the other black man that's helping bring us down. And we have to alleviate a lot of those people who don't stand for the cause, for sure. But let's get into the next one, because this one involved another set of incredibly young individuals. Now, this situation happened on Joyce Lane near Roselawn Village Apartments. And according to the police, what happened in this triple shooting started as an aggravated robbery. Police say 18-year-old Jalen Dubois, aka Fazo from the Faye, and T1, aka Juice, and 15-year-old Nonasia Jones was attempting to rob 19-year-old Logan Lawson and another unnamed individual that was with Logan. Now, this is what police actually said happened. They say this was a robbery attempt inside a parked vehicle on Joyce Lane. During the confrontation, gunfire broke out. And this is where the story get messy, because police never really publicly explained who shot first. They never clearly said who shot who. They just say shots got exchanged during the robbery attempt. When it was over, 19-year-old Logan was hit and 15-year-old Nonasia Jones was hit. And Jalen Dubois also was hit too. Police said Lawson and Jones ended up being driven north from the original scene before stopping in Norwood. Both later died from their injuries. Dubois ended up about a mile away near Reading Road in Bond Hill, suffering from a gunshot wound himself. Now, here's where it gets important. At first, people looking at the situation like a 15-year-old girl just got caught in the middle of some violence, wrong place, wrong time. But police came out and said Nonasia Jones wasn't just there. According to court records, they say and was involved in the robbery itself. That changed the whole conversation, because now people trying to figure out who actually started shooting. Who was Logan? Was Logan armed? Was the unnamed person armed? Did somebody panic? Did the robbery go wrong? Police never publicly gave all the details. One thing we do know, 2 young people ended up dead, another facing murder charges, and another teenager eventually got charged too. One thing I'll say, this situation right here is another example of quick licks be turning into permanent consequences. Everybody think about how to make fast money till bullets start flying inside the car and nobody got nowhere to run. See, that's what the police say. But let me give you my professional, I'm just playing, but my professional street credibility position on this. Now, Logan was already a white boy selling weed or whatnot. Now, and they decided, oh, we finna take his shit. And I think they use Newski because she's a female. And people are more relaxed around females, especially drug dealers and stuff. And they probably called him up, hey, we need some weed. He pulled up, thinking it was a play, but the whole time it was a setup. They about, you know what I'm saying, pulled up, hopped in the back seat, let me see the weed, blase ski. They had somebody to come from the side and probably was gonna rob all of them. And then when it was all over, they had split up all the shit. But I think the dude that was with Logan was hip. He was hip to what was going on. And when the robbery started to commence, I think he was already around the corner, or around the curve on it. So he up, boom, started letting off shots. Dude started letting off shots. He hit Logan, and the friend killed Nonisha Newski in the back seat, and also hit my man the boss, whatever his name is. And then he drove off. He ended up driving off with them in the car, and he went up north or wherever he went, and then they died. You get what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, this is fucked up. You get what I'm saying? A whole bunch of kids caught up in some take this, take that mind frame of taking things because they don't know how to get things themselves. And you could tell this probably wasn't Newski's first time getting down like that, because in her honor, they went and started a whole new gang called New Bros. And you know, this video getting a little long. I got a lot more coming on Cincinnati. Won't y'all like, comment, and subscribe? Peace. I'm out of here.